We're not stuck on just 3. You know, there could be more.
Damien Priest, you nasty piece of work.
Yes, I am.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very. Now you're a nasty piece of work. Is that why you're wearing the sunglasses, or is that a fashion statement?
It's more so because of the city of Cardiff at nighttime. It got me in the morning.
Fair enough, fair enough. Are you excited about Clash of the Castle and to these big stadium shows? Because you're relatively new to big stadium shows. You haven't done many of them. Does this feeling ever get old?
No. This is wild. I mean, this has that WrestleMania vibe. You know, the whole city has become like basically WWE Cardiff. This is awesome. It's exciting. It's thrilling. I'm nervous. I have all the emotions, all the positive emotions in me going into this tomorrow. So it's exciting. I love this.
So do you get nervous?
Absolutely.
And do you think if you stopped getting nervous before a match, that's when it's over, as a lot of people say, or do you think you can find some comfort in that?
I don't know, because I know what I feel now, right? And I always get these nerves and whatnot. So for me, as long as I feel that it's like I'm doing what I should be doing, you know, that means I care. So I don't see how I could ever not be nervous, you know, in that sense. So right now, it's the emotions are where they should be.
Good to hear. So big tag team match, you and Finn versus Rey Mysterio and Edge. Couple of absolute legends you're in the ring there with. How has it been working with those guys? Incredible.
You know, you're talking about people that I looked up to, idolized, think the world of, and now I get to, beat them up on TV every week. It's kind of cool, you know what I mean? No, all jokes aside, it's been wild, you know. I feel like I'm, in the last couple months, just working with them, whether it was standing side by side with Edge, and now across the ring, same thing with Rey. I feel like I'm a different performer, having worked with them for the last few months. So for me, it's been more than special. It's everything I wanted out of this business, and it's crazy that I'm getting to have all these awesome experiences now. So it's been really cool.
And you talked about standing side by side with Edge. Obviously, circumstances elsewhere dictated maybe that ended quicker than perhaps we thought it would. But how do you feel Judgment Day is going with you and Finn and Rhea? Do you like being a trio? Do you want to bring more members into the fold?
I think we're in a good place right now, you know, where I know for a minute people were wondering what's going to happen, like, is this going to work? And then now everybody's like, oh, okay. Like, we're feeling really comfortable. We enjoy working together. We're all friends, so it makes it a lot easier. So we're loving everything. As far as, whether it's just a trio or more, the doors are always open, as if it makes sense, feels right, right person, right time. It has to check all the boxes. We're not stuck on just 3. There could be more, but it has to be, like I said, at the right time, at the right moment, and the right person.
Who might that person be? If you could choose anyone to join you in this faction, because factions are cool, let's be honest. Who would you choose to join?
Oh man, there's so many, selfishly, I kind of want like Drew, AJ, Sheamus, world champ caliber, studs, awesome in the ring, and people that I get along with too, those are like the top of my list. But there's so many people that I'd be down for, people not just on Raw and SmackDown, people also in NXT. So there's a list, but again, it has to be something we all agree on, and it has to make sense and be right. And if we can do that, doors are open.
Triple H has taken over creative. Huge shift in WWE in recent time. Obviously, you've got that past relationship with him through NXT. What kind of changes have you noticed, both in the environment backstage, but also with the product?
It's just a little bit more fluent as far as of the approach, getting to speak to him. Okay. There was the idea of Mr. McMahon, right? Yeah. I think more so than it actually was. Like, everybody just thought that guy on TV was the guy backstage. So there's like a nervousness to approach him and speak to him. And at least for me, Hunter was my introduction to the WWE, right? Like, we came up with how I was going to present myself on TV together. So there's that familiarity. So I think for most, there's a comfortableness because people have worked with him for so long, whether it's on the other side, you know, whether it's standing across the ring or, you know, there's that side. So he's very much the boss, but there's just a familiarity and a comfortableness that it's just different, a different vibe. So that I would say that's the biggest change that we felt. You know, and besides that, I mean, we're performers, and our job is to go out there and do our job to the best of our abilities and entertain our fans, and that doesn't change and it won't change. So for us, that's work. That's what we're here for. You know, so I think it's just more of the conversations that we can have with like Hunter. They're just different than the conversation you would have with Vince, obviously.
Well, it feels very fresh and exciting. I feel like there's a renewed energy on TV, and I can't wait to see it come to life in Cardiff. So have a great weekend.
My pleasure.
Best of luck.
Thank you.